From the weather team you can trust, here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Snyder.
It's 6:15 in the middle part of March, having a temperature of 35 degrees in Rochester, New York. At face value, I'd look at this and go, all right, that's pretty normal, par for the course around here. When you factor in the fact that number was almost double just a few hours ago, now all of a sudden this becomes a much more intriguing weather story that is only in the early stages of being written. This is chapter 1. Chapter 4, perhaps, by tomorrow morning is going to be the fact that wind chills could be 5, maybe close to 10 degrees below zero. From 70 this afternoon to 5 to 10 degrees below zero tomorrow morning. That is top tier in terms of dramatic temperature changes in the month of March in western New York. Satellite and radar is starting to come alive yet again, which presents a really intriguing suite of circumstances on how this is going to go over these next few hours. These are strong thunderstorms with at least a limited risk for severe weather on the east side of New York State. On the west side of New York State, it is snowing, and snowing hard from Erie toward Dunkirk, now south and west of Buffalo. Here in Rochester, this is still kind of the in-between at 35 degrees. A little bit of light rain, some sleet will mix in there. But remember, the end game out of this is going to be the same for everybody. Any kind of a wintry mix that you get, as brief as it might be, is going to end up turning over to accumulating snowfall with this swath that we are going to have to get through, which is building more south to north. That's how deep and dynamic this storm system is. Sometimes when these really get themselves wound up, instead of everything progressing in time west to east, you end up getting a night like tonight where you've gotten behind the front and most of the precip is still waiting on you. All the while with all of this, and we're going to get a few inches of very heavy, wet, dense snow. It's still windy tonight, so we have to introduce the reality that there's going to be some blowing and drifting of that snow. Not mid-March kind of weather here at all. We could still be gusting close to 50 miles an hour all the way through tomorrow morning. And I don't think it's impossible we still have some isolated outages that we're going to have to contend with. So Future View, it's actually doing a great job with sampling the current situation here. Very quickly, within the hour, everything becomes all snowfall. This is heavy snow falling through the first part of the evening. The only thing that we've got that's a saving grace from this being a much bigger problem in a snowstorm is the fact that after midnight, this is going to diminish very quickly. The winds will still be howling. There'll be some limited lake effect, but the steady synoptic, everybody's getting snow component out of this really starts in about an hour, and it's going to last until 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. And that's really going to be it for many of you. It will take until Wednesday afternoon for temperatures to finally get back above freezing and to melt some of that snowfall. This is going to be a tricky one. Higher elevations especially get more, lower elevations get less. But for many of you, this feels like maybe a 2 to 4 inch special, and it's going to stick to everything. It will cling to everything. If you decide you want to shovel that by tomorrow morning, it's the kind of snow that you're going to get a workout out of because it's that very dense stuff. 8-day forecast otherwise, I mean, I guess the saving grace is it does quiet down for the rest of the week. A few light rain and snow showers embedded in there, but this is a roller coaster ride.